If you need or want a cleanser without any essential oils, processed natural fragrance, or synthetic fragrance in it, then this is a good video for you. I'll be reviewing 19 of the most promising products on the market and letting you know what my experiences with them have been and some basic information about them. Now, I'm 58 years old and I have very sensitive and dry skin. So if you happen to have mature skin or dry skin or sensitive skin, or especially if you have all three of those, then this is a good channel for you. I'm going to be starting with cleansers that are under $25 that I've really liked. Then I'll be talking about a few more cleansers that are more than $25 and letting you know if I think that they're worth the splurge. Then I'll be talking about cleansers that I probably wouldn't purchase again, either because they don't seem suitable for my dry skin or because they've irritated my skin. And all of this information is in an article on my website, which is called Living Clean in a Dirty World, so you don't have to take notes. Let's get started. The product that I've liked the most so far is the Mad Hippie Cream Cleanser. This was a surprise to me since I haven't always liked all of the Mad Hippie products that much, but this one has worked really well. It does have a very clean ingredient list. The first ingredient is sesame seed oil, and it also contains squalane, macadamia nut oil, jojoba oil, and hyaluronic acid, which are all things that I do well with. So I guess it's not a big surprise that this one would have been good, especially since there's no problematic ingredients that EWG finds to be concerning at all in it. It also has orchid extract in it, and I think that is why it has a very faint floral scent to it, but it's not strong at all, and I can barely notice it. It does come in a glass bottle, which I think is a good thing. It hasn't irritated my skin at all. I have used the entire bottle that I purchased, and I think that it's time for me to buy another one. This product has won a couple of awards. So Cosmopolitan says that it's the best face wash for very dry skin, and Health Magazine says that it's for hydrated skin that looks clean and glowy. The next product that I'm going to talk about is the Herbivore Pink Cloud Creamy Jelly Cleanser. And I've liked this one almost as much as the Mad Hippie so far. I've just been using it for a couple of weeks. And I think that it has a very nice creamy consistency to it. It doesn't have any ingredients in it that I find to be concerning. And it does have a nice ingredient list. It contains rose hydrosol, as well as squalane, sodium hyaluronate, and snow mushroom, which are all hydrators. It also has china berry extract, which I think gives it this pink color and very slight scent, but it's certainly not a strong scent, and I don't find it to be objectionable at all. It also has some other ingredients like green tea in it, and I've not found this to be irritating at all. I found it to be very pleasant to use, so I think I'll be buying this one again. Now, the next product is from Beautycounter, and it is called Counterstart Cococream Cleanser. And this product is from a company that is sort of an MLM. They have consultants who do sell the products and get a commission, and they also do sell the product direct to consumers. So it's gotten some criticism for that. It's also gotten some criticism that I think is stemming from the fact that they've done a lot of lobbying to try to regulate the cosmetic industry more in terms of sending lobbyists to Washington, D.C. So I think that there's a lot of people that don't want that to happen. So, but so far I have found all the Beautycounter skin products that I've used to be quite nice on my skin. They are a little bit on the expensive side, so therefore, unless I can get them on a good sale, I usually don't splurge on them. But this one is a very good price, so I think this is certainly competitively priced to other cleansers that are similar to it, and I think it's been a really good product on my skin. This one contains basically coconut oil and sunflower seed oil, and then some other ingredients that make it into a cleanser. It has witch hazel water, which serves as salicylic acid for acne issues, but I found it to be very mild. It hasn't annoyed my skin at all. It also has phenoxyethanol in it as a preservative, but overall I think this is a quite clean product. It is in plastic, so that could be a downside for some people. But so far, this product and the Beautycounter very expensive anti-aging night cream sold under the counter timeline are the only products that I've repurchased from Beautycounter. So I do really like this one. The only thing about it is that shipping from Beautycounter can be expensive. So unless you're buying something else or you can get a free shipping sale, this was something to keep in mind. But I certainly would recommend this product to people with skin like mine. So the next product that I'd like to talk about is from the Outset. This is a company that's started by Scarlett Johansson. And this has gotten some criticism because of that, because a lot of people think that celebrities should not be in the skincare business and that they're only doing it as a cash grab. And so therefore, even though pretty much everyone that I've seen that's reviewed this line has liked all the products in it, they still tend to think that because Scarlett Johansson is a celebrity that there's something wrong with this. I don't think that's the case, actually. I once saw an interview that went on for about an hour where Scarlett Johansson talked to Bobby Brown, who's now at a company called Jones Road. It was an interview where she talked about the reason for doing this company. And what she said is that for many years, she has had very sensitive skin and that her skin gets all messed up because of her work, because she has to wear a lot of different kinds of makeup for her job. And so therefore, whenever her skin gets out of balance, she had to do a lot of research to figure out what would bring it back into balance quickly. And so therefore, pretty much the entire line for the Outset she put together herself based on her own skincare routine. And that's been exactly my experience with these products. I've tried all of them. After that interview, I thought that they were worth a try. And what I have found is that I've been using a lot of products that are questionable for this project. And when I do that, and if I go back to the Outset, I do find that my skin comes back into balance almost immediately, like within a day or so. So I think that there's something that's legitimate about this whole product line. And so far, everyone seems to really like it, and it's getting really good reviews. And it's certainly getting good reviews from me, too. Now, this particular product is called Gentle Micellar Antioxidant Cleanser. And this is a gel product. So most micellar products are waters, but this one is actually a gel. And you can use this as your only cleanser. I think that if I were maybe 10 or 20 years younger, this would be my favorite product. I think that I like some of the other ones a bit more because they're more moisturizing, but I've found this to be a really good product for me, and I've been really happy with it. This is a product that I use a bit more in the summer because my skin is not quite as dry there. Then during the winter, I tend to use more cream products. In terms of the ingredients, it does have a few preservatives in it. Those don't seem to have been bothersome to me at all. They say that it has amino acids, antioxidants from fruit, and then smaller amounts of some nice oils, including avocado oil, sunflower seed oil, and grapeseed oil. So I think that if your skin is not too dry like mine is, then this one could be especially worth a try. Okay, so the next product that I want to talk about is from Honest, and this is called the Honest Magic Gel to Milk Makeup Melting Cleanser. Now, Honest is selling this as a product that you use as a pre-cleanse. So the idea is that you use this to remove your makeup, and then you use a different product in order to get all the extra oil off of your skin. Now, I think that the reason that Honest is selling it in this way is because most of the people that are Honest Prime customers are women that are in their 20s and 30s and have young children. And so they have oilier skin, and they're more interested in a cleanser that will get all the oil off of their skin rather than having some remain after it's cleansed. So I think that for me, this has been a very good cleanser all by itself, and it's been totally unnecessary for me to use an additional cleanser afterwards. I don't know that I've liked this quite as much as I've liked the Mad Hippie one or the Herbivore one, but I have liked it quite a lot, and it's worked really well for me. In terms of the ingredients, it has the preservative sodium benzoate in it. But it actually has a very clean ingredient list. In terms of the other ingredients in it, it has rose hydrosol, which I think works well for many people. And it has a kale and clay in it, which has the potential of serving as an oil absorber, but I have not found this to be an issue for me at all. I found it to feel very nice on my skin, and I don't mind using this one. Now the next product is from Cocokind, and this is called AHA Jelly Cleanser. So this has a number of different AHAs in it. It has lactic acid and gluconic acid, and it has a fermented ingredient, Saccharomyces, which is a friendly yeast. So I think that I don't really consider this as a daily cleanser because I tend not to want to use too many things on my skin that might annoy it. But I do find that if I use this a couple of times a week, that this does a really nice job for my skin in terms of giving it a mild treatment without doing anything to irritate it or cause it to be too stripped of the barrier that I have on my skin. Now, in terms of cleansers that are considerably less than $25, the one that I would suggest trying is this one from Burt's Bees. It's just the Burt's Bees facial cleanser for sensitive skin with cotton extract. And I think that is, I'm not sure that I would choose this one over some of the other cleansers that I have, but for the price, I think this is a very clean and very pleasant cleanser that has worked really well for me. This product is based on sunflower seed oil, so you probably want to use this up fairly quickly in case it goes rancid. It does have a few preservatives in it, phenoxyethanol, benzoic acid, and sodium benzoate. It also has trehalose in it. Now, trehalose is a sugar that has some positive benefits potentially, but that also has been associated with potential for antibiotic resistance bacterial infections. So I don't know if that is something that we should be worried about or not, but it does concern me a little bit anyway. The product also has a small amount of alcohol in it, which not everyone likes. But overall, I think this is a pretty good product, and if I had only a small amount of money to spend on a cleanser, this is the one that I would pick. Now let's talk about a few more expensive cleansers that I've tried. The first one is from Aveda, and it's called Botanical Kinetics All Sensitive Cleanser. So I thought based on the ingredients list that this one sounded like it would be good for me. When I actually went to the store to buy it, the woman tried very hard to talk me out of purchasing it and didn't understand why I would want it. But I think that in terms of how well it's worked for me, it's very creamy. The ingredients are good. It doesn't have any irritating ingredients in it. It's based on has some baobab oil, sunflower seed oil, sodium hyaluronic in it, so it's very moisturizing. There's a little bit of salicylic acid, which I don't think is a problem in small amounts for me. It does have phenoxyethanol as a preservative, but overall I think this has been a really good product for me. I don't know that it's better than the Mad Hippie one, but I think it's about as good as the Mad Hippie one. So if I can get it on sale, and once in a while Aveda does have a sale for 20 or 25% off, then I think that can be a good thing. It's also 5 ounces of it, so you do get a substantial amount of the product. So I don't think it's a terrible deal, and I do enjoy it a lot. Now the next one is from Evanhealy, and it's called Evanhealy Simply Basic Cleansing Milk. Now this one I think is a positive because it has mostly organic ingredients in it. Now most of the Evanhealy cleansing milks that are sold that are the most popular tend to be the scented ones. So there's one that has rose geranium essential oil in it, which is extremely irritating to my own skin. And there's one that has blue chamomile in it, which is also irritating for me. But this one has been very nice. This one does have rose geranium hydrosol in it, but that one does not seem to be as problematic for me as the essential oils. Another ingredient in this is the kaolin, which is a clay again. And as with the other product that I just talked about, I don't think that the clay in this has been drying to my skin. I wouldn't have guessed that this was in the product if it hadn't been there, but maybe it's doing something nice for my skin. It just really feels like a basic cream cleanser to me. It also has coconut oil, shea butter, sunflower oil, olive oil, and the flower essence and some additional flower essences, which I don't really find to have any kind of noticeable smell, and I haven't found it to be irritating for me at all. So this is a more expensive product, but because it's organic, it's also in glass. I've actually enjoyed using it. I've not had any problems with it, so it could be one to consider. Now, Beautycounter also has another cleanser without scent in it, which is called the Beautycounter Countermatch Refreshing Foaming Cleanser. So this one has squalene and plum kernel oil in it, and it's a little bit more foamy than most of the cleansers, so I found that if my face was kind of sweaty or if I was wearing more makeup, that I tended to reach more for this one. I just had a small bottle of it. I haven't been real tempted to buy it again because it's a little more expensive. It does have a very good ingredient list in it, although it has phenoxyethanol, but other than that, it's pretty clean. And I think that if you're looking for a cleanser that's not real creamy and that does a good job of cleansing your face without drying it out at all, that this could be a good product. Now, I don't know if I should be talking about this particular product in this video or not, but let's give it a try. This one is called the Fitglow Beauty Calm Cleansing Milk. And the reason that I say that I'm not sure that it should be in this video is that even though it doesn't have any essential oils or processed natural fragrance or synthetic fragrance in it, it does have a very, very strong smell, to the point that when I first tried this, I'm like, oh my God, this is like synthetic fragrance. It couldn't be that strong. And then immediately I realized that I really liked it. And the reason that it has this smell, apparently, is because it has a berry in it that's called Sorbus aucuparia, which can also be called rowan or mountain ash. And this is included in a ferment in this product. So for some reason, this managed to retain quite a potent smell. There's actually 3 different kinds of fermented ingredients in this product. And I think that my skin, despite the fact that it has that strong scent in it, my skin has done fabulously well with this product. In general, if I have a product that has fermented ingredients in it, almost always, even if it has any problematic ingredients in it, my skin does really well with it. So I think the microbiome of my face is just very fragile, and that it really needs all the help that it can get in terms of having probiotics put back on it. In terms of the ingredients in this product, it's based on sunflower seed oil. Most of the ingredients are organic, and it doesn't have any negative or ingredients in terms of being ones that are considered problematic from EWG at all. So I think that this is a really nice product for me personally. If people are really trying to avoid scent in a product, then this would not be a good one for them. But if what you're instead trying to avoid is fragrances that are going to irritate your skin and you actually enjoy scent, and I enjoy scent a lot if it's a clean scent that's not irritating my skin, that this could be a really good product for you. It is a little bit pricey, and I don't tend to use it every day, even if I allow myself to do it. I tend to use it more as a treatment and a special type of a thing. So I'll use something from this line every couple of days, and I think it's been really good for me and actually a good investment. So the next product that I want to talk about is from Honest, and it is called the Honest Calm On Foaming Cream Cleanser. Now this product has not caused me any irritation, and the ingredients list looks really clean. It's just that it's not really appropriate for my very dry skin. I think if I were quite a bit younger and had more oily or at least normal skin, that this one would be fine for me. But it's just not the kind of product that I want to use at this point in time. It does have sodium hyaluronate in it, so it's not that it's entirely not hydrating, but it doesn't have any oils in it, and I think that my skin does better when I use something that's more moisturizing. The next product is from Beekman 1802, and it's called the Beekman 1802 Milk Wash Exfoliating Jelly Cleanser. So this has a bunch of different AHAs in it, and it also has salicylic acid, goat milk, honey, some fermented ingredient, and bilberry in it. And I didn't find this one to be irritating either, but I did find it to be a little bit on the drying side, and I don't see any ingredients in this one at all that are hydrating. So if you're someone that doesn't want something that has a lot of oils in it, then this could be something to try. This one is a little bit pricey, but with all those chemical exfoliators in there, I think that it could be worth trying for people that don't have skin that is as dry as mine. Now, the next product that I think is kind of marginal in terms of whether or not I would purchase it again is the Bare Minerals Pureness Gel Cleanser. So this is one of the first products that I tried when I was trying to figure out some new cleansers to purchase, and it was okay on my skin. I wouldn't say that it was great, but it didn't actively irritate the skin. I just since then have found a lot of cleansers that I like a lot better. This this product has a couple of ingredients that EWG says can be problematic if they're left on the skin, but that are not really problematic if they are removed from the skin right away. But still, I feel like those ingredients are a little bit on the irritating side, and that it would probably be better for me not to have them in the cleanser. And I don't feel great about using this product again, so I don't think I would buy it again, but it's not a bad product. And now the next product is from Bybi, which is a product that's sold on the Credo website, and it's pretty affordable, and it's called the Bybi Milk Melt Vegan Oat Milk Cleanser. And it has some nice ingredients in it. It has lactic acid, and it has a fermented ingredient in it. It has aloe vera in it. However, I don't feel like it was that great for my skin, and so I'm a little hesitant to recommend it to other people. The thing that I'm a little bit suspicious about it is this oat extract that's in it. Many of the ingredients in this product are organic, but that one is not. And the problem with oats is that, at least in the United States and Canada, almost all of the non-organic oats are sprayed with glyphosate, which is Roundup as a pre-harvest desiccant, so they tend to be quite contaminated with that, and I tend to be very sensitive to glyphosate. So I wonder if that could be one of the reasons that I'm just not that crazy about this product. But in any case, I don't think it was really irritating to my skin, but on the other hand, I didn't really want to use it more than once or twice, so I really am not thinking that this is something I can wholeheartedly recommend to others to buy either. Now, the next product is Vanicream Gentle Facial Cleanser. And this is a very inexpensive product that some of the dermatologists that are prominent on YouTube or TikTok tend to like a lot. So this one doesn't really have any really problematic ingredients in it, but it doesn't really have any ingredients that I consider to be very high quality or helpful ingredients either. I had a very bad experience with the Vanicream moisturizer. I thought that was extremely annoying to my face. So I was kind of hesitant to try this cleanser at all. But in the end, I think the cleanser, one, it's not meant for my skin because it's really meant for skin that's much more oily than mine. But in addition, I just don't think that it's been very helpful for my skin, and I wouldn't want to use it every day. I've only used it a couple times and then put it aside. Now, the next product is from Drunk Elephant, and this is called the Best No. 9 Jelly Cleanser. Now, Drunk Elephant is a company that was started by a Texas housewife, and it was sold to Shiseido in 2019 for about $1 billion. And none of their products have fragrance in them, so that's a good thing. My experience with Drunk Elephant, however, has been that while they don't actively irritate my skin, they also almost always are very slightly irritating to my skin, and therefore not something that I really want to use because I really don't want my skin to be irritating at all. Now, I think with all of these products, they tend to have some ingredients in them that EWG finds to be somewhat problematic. Unless we're talking about the marula oil, which is just simply overpriced. In this case, the ingredient that I'm the most suspicious about is this cocomidopropyl betaine, which is a surfactant. So this is actually working more like a soap, I guess, or a detergent, where it's actually removing oil from your skin. Now, maybe if I wanted oil to be removed from my skin, and maybe if my skin was a little bit less sensitive, then I would not mind it, and I would do fine with Drunk Elephant. And some people love this brand, but for me, it's not a product that I intend to use again, and I've only tried it a couple times, but that's enough. And the next product is the First Aid Beauty Face Cleanser. This is actually labeled as being clean at Sephora, and it has some good ingredients in it. It has a fermented ingredient, it has green tea, it has vitamin C. There have been some First Aid Beauty products that I've done okay with. In this case, I found that it was quite irritating to my skin, a lot more than I would want. So I wouldn't be inclined to use this one again, and I'm not even sure what it is that the reason that I couldn't use this one. But I'm really glad I only got the trail size in this one because I really got almost no use out of it at all. The next product is from Glossier, Glossier, it's called the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser Conditioning Face Wash. Now, Glossier is a brand that so far has been sold only through their website, but that is going to be apparently sold at Sephora this year. And what I have found to be the case about Glossier is that the products that they have released recently have been very nice. I've been very happy with a lot of those products. I think that they have quite clean ingredients lists, so they've done a good job of trying to clean up their act. But they are still selling quite a few products that are older, more than a couple years old. And this is one of them. And a lot of those products have ingredients in them that we would expect to be problematic. And in fact, in a lot of cases, I've had very bad experiences with these products. In this case, it does have several ingredients in it that would keep it from being clean at Sephora, and therefore keep the whole line from being labeled as clean at Sephora, or that would prevent it from being sold at Credo. The odd ingredient in this one is Polaxamer 184, which is an ingredient that's used in contact lens solutions. So they are saying that they're using it in this because it's not irritating to the eyes, and maybe that's the case. But regardless, I did not find this product to be very good for my skin, and it made it itch quite a bit, so I won't be using this one again. And then the last product is one that a lot of dermatologists also like, which is CeraVe, and this is their Hydrating Facial Cleanser for normal to dry skin. So this is a very inexpensive product, and I don't feel that it has any good ingredients in it, and I also found it to be quite irritating to both my eyes and to my face. This product, the weirdest ingredient in this is, and this is hard for me to pronounce, it's Bihentrimonium methosulfate. This is an ingredient that's often used in hair conditioners, and that I have, at least when looking at cleaner products, that I've pretty much never seen in a skincare product. So I feel like what happens when you try to make a product that's really, really cheap is that you don't have access to any good quality oils, and so therefore you end up using a lot of laboratory stuff that might not be the best thing to put in skincare. In any case, while some people swear by the CeraVe line, maybe they don't have skin that's as sensitive as mine, because I did really terribly with this, and that makes me kind of not want to buy any more items from this line at all, but I will give more of them a try and see how it goes. Now, although I've tried all of these products, there are a few more products that I would like to still try to see if they would work for me. The one that I'm most interested in is the Typology one. Typology is a line of skincare products from France that I think have worked really, really well for me. I had thought that I bought this Typology one, but I seem not to have it, so soon I will buy that and maybe do a whole video on Typology, because I think it's really a line that overall I feel like I can recommend pretty heartily. And there are a few other products that I want to try as well. Go, look at the camera. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe here on YouTube. And thank you very much for watching, and Coco and I love you very much.